Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on my community server. If you want to join us, discord.editslife247.co.uk is where you need to head to. As you can probably tell, since the very last episode, we have been hard at work removing even more terrain and more blocks in these areas just to get ourselves the little bit more safety that we have ready for our community Doctor Who build. Now the question is, if you want to build anything towards our Doctor Who build, or maybe you've got a set design that you would like to see in the episode, then why not join us and come over here and build it? It's as simple as that. Just you might want to help take out a lot of this area. There's still a lot more to go. I still have all of this area that needs to be taken back towards the mountain to remove out before we can start building inside this area, and we also need to do the same over here as well, which has slowly been working, but I would say about 50% of the way there. For majority of the build, there's just still a little bit more left to go, which is what I'm hoping to achieve by the end of this episode, if not by the end of next episode. But before we do any of that, we also need to get ourselves a storage system, because my little starter house over there isn't going to cut the mustard for storage, and I would like to have a warehouse for that. But first, let's return back to the music and back to the time lapse of destroying the terrain around this beautiful, lovely place. Razij has been on this server and has left me a present as soon as I spawn in. Razij, this is for you. We're going to jump into the community server, which is here, and we're going to see exactly what happens. Now the question is, does he know where I spawned? So there's a box here. I think he thought I was in this box. Yeah, he thought I was in that box. I was outside the box. He tried to kill me. Look at it. Razij! Razij! How did you try and kill me? Now you've got to come back here and you've got to, you've got to fill this all in now. That's got to all be filled back in. Look at it. Look at this trip hazard. Imagine going through here. Look. Razij, your daughter is going to be so annoyed at that. Big shout out to your daughter. I know you love my content, so big shout out to you. So when it comes to creating my base area, the thing that I need to do first of all is create myself like a storage yard. So the first thing I need to do is unfortunately chop down a ton of trees so I can get as much wood as I possibly can do to create the storage area for all of the projects to go into. My plan is as well to use shulker boxes at some point as like flat pack storage systems to allow me to basically build projects while have them all flat packed as well. So you can like take down a camera and everything else. I think the project's going to be going well, but it's going to require a lot of work, including chopping down a ton of these trees. I've come to Razij's base because I've just been informed that he has this item or this farm that we can probably use. Now the question is, how on earth do I get down from here with no elytra? There's a bubbleator! Bubbly, 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 bubbly. He's got a laze. Okay, this place is looking... He's got me. He has me. He has a... Fine. Yep. Okay, this place feels haunted. I feel like I've entered somewhere which I shouldn't have done. Up I go. So, this is your bamboo farm.
Yes, it auto crafts into planks.
Right, okay. So
if you check the bottom chest, there should be a first.
Oh, yep, there is. Can I take a row?
Take it all.
I'll fill up my inventory for what I've got left. Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciated. Right, let's go ahead and start building ourselves this build that we're going to be building, which is basically a storage yard. Basically, this whole building is just going to be like a building full of chests and whatnot, so we can keep everything nice and secure and also know exactly where everything is. Well, there we go. One absolutely fantastic area that's now been completed. And in all honesty, it's very pink. It's a very pink storage yard, but that's quite literally what it needs to be. All it needs to contain is the chest and some items just to be able to craft up some stuff. There's some clearly laid out paths and everything else all set up. And the walls don't look flat, which is, you know, one of my key things. I didn't want the walls to look super flat, which is superb. So now we've got that, we can start working on our stages that are going to go in this type of areas here. There'll be one down here, and then we'll probably move one over here as well, so there'll be probably 2 stages in the area. But we still have a ton more mining to remove. Thankfully, Razage has put in a new Efficiency 5 beacon, allowing us to completely remove all of this. But you're going to have to find that out in the next episode. This episode is way too late for me to be able to include any more content. So, of course, don't forget to click that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, bye-bye.